Okay, well, we're about to install Windows 10, and you are looking at the magnificent screen changing pictures that I have on my desktop. What you want to do is take your mouse and go over to the left of the screen until you bring out your taskbar, or to the top. I guess yours is on the top. And when you see that little, here it is right there, the Windows logo, and then when you put your mouse on top it says Get Windows 10. When you click that, a dialog box comes up in the middle of the screen. It says Give Windows 10 a try. And so what you want to do is you want to click the little Upgrade Now, and then it says Let's get started, or let's continue, or whatever, and then it will check in Windows Update for updates. There you go. Okay, and you can see that it tells you the percent that it's of the 2,845,000 blah blah blah. Okay, the reason I'm going to take you through this is to show you the 2 or 3 places where you have to kind of watch for things to happen and to interact with it so that you select what it is you want. So much of the installation of Windows 10, it is not something you want to sit around and watch. Pretty boring. But it's, as you can see, it's preparing for installation. I'll come back once it's done something in a little bit. You see the green bar beginning to start to peek out there. It takes a long time. Your best bet's to get up and go paint a painting or do something with your time. Sometimes this takes so long your screen will actually go to sleep, and that's okay too. As you can see, I started this at 9:34 and it's now 9:48, so it's only been 14 minutes. It just sometimes takes a long time between things. So when something new happens, I will come back. Okay, preparing for the upgrade. Then this dialog box comes up and you have to click on that you accept, because you do accept the upgrade for the, alright, and then it's going to go into this part here. The reason I'm making this is there's 2 or 3 places where you definitely want to interact and choose some things that you want to have happen. Okay, so now you go into that and it says you are ready to install. And at this point you can either schedule it for later, which is your option, or you can start the upgrade now, which will actually restart the computer, which I'm going to do right now. So you can see that it says it's going to configure. Do not turn off your computer. Trust me, just walk away. It's time to go find another painting to do or whatever. I'll be back. Basically on this screen you see the circle showing the percent of the upgrade that has been completed, and at the bottom you can see that it's copying files at what percent. There's 3 things it will do. It'll copy files, install features, and configure settings. So, you know, this is the time to really get up and I don't know, go plant a garden, do something that takes a little more time. Yes, you could vacuum the entire first floor of the house. Grading has gone up to 54%, and installing features is at 55%, and I just vacuumed the upstairs. Yeah, it's taking a long time. The upgrade, it's now configuring settings at 1%. Again, I have time to go downstairs and clean the basement. I think that's what I'll do later. Go to the big blue screen. Ooh, they know me. Okay, here's where we start to see the interactions. It remembers who I was from Windows 8.1, and now I have to go over here and click on Next. This is where things are getting interesting. Okay, and this is the screen where we want to really stop, because we are about to change things, but we don't want to change some things. Down here in the lower left corner is a little word phrase that says Customize Settings. You'll want to click that. When you do, the Customize Settings comes up, and there's a lot of things you'll want to read and decide which you want to do. The first one is personalization, and it says that you want to take the inputted data and send it to Microsoft. Well, that's up to you. I don't want to do that. So I clicked off. Send typing and linking and inking data for, no, I don't think so. Let apps use your advertising ID for experience across apps. I don't think so. Location. Let Windows and apps request your location. History. I don't think so. So I turned all of those things off. And then I went over here to next. Bloop. And here we have other things that we want to do to make sure that we are doing the right things. Browser and protection, use smart screen online services. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on. Use page predictions to, send your browsing data to Microsoft. I don't think so. Connectivity error messages, automatically connect to suggested open hotspots. Well, since this is not a laptop, I am going to just leave that on. But if it was a laptop, that would probably be one you want to leave on, because it will let you, if you go to the Panera Bread or go to the library, once you've connected through their resources, you wouldn't have to retype it. But here's one you want to turn off. Automatically connect to network shared by your contacts. No, I don't think you'd want to do that. You want your network to be your business, not theirs. And if you go to a friend's house, you can get their password. Send error and diagnostic information to Microsoft. I don't think so. Okay, now we go back and we click next again. And this is the important one. This is new apps for the new Windows. Well, that's nice, but you know what? I've been working on my computer for quite a few years, and I've already picked my apps. So what you want to do is go to the lower left screen and click where it says let me choose my default apps. When you do that, a check mark appears in all the boxes for photos, music, Microsoft Edge, which is the browser, and movies and TV. What you'll want to do, if you want to use those, then just leave them as they are. Myself, I use another program called ACDC for my photos, so I uncheck that. I like music, Windows Media Player. I don't like all this other crap. I've got all my playlists there, so I'm going to uncheck that. Microsoft Edge? No, I don't think so. I use Chrome, so I'm going to uncheck that. Movies and TVs? No, I use VLC. LAN, it's a free program that I downloaded and I use, so I'm going to uncheck that. Pretty much I'm done. I click next, and that's pretty much it. It's finalized. It's been just about 2 hours. But I do want to show you what happens when it finally says it's in Windows 10, so hang in there. Okay, and basically when it's finished, what you should see is what you saw when you last looked at your screen and started. Your basic background should be the same. Whatever icons you had on your desktop should be the same. Everything should look, well, you say, what's this thing called Windows 10? Well, go get your taskbar. Now, I hide mine. Mine's hidden off the screen. And as you can see, it's no longer translucent at all. It is strictly black. And there's quite a few new icons that are here, starting from the Windows button at the top, which was there, a search button here, a task button here, the new Microsoft Edge here, and then Windows Explorer, the Play Store. And this is an important one. If you want the control panel to be on your desk, on your taskbar, please make sure you put the icon there before you start Windows 10, because if you don't, you will not be able to get it back. Then I had Chrome, and then I had Outlook and Music Media Player, and then I had Snippet, and then I had Magic's Photo Design 7, which I use for cropping, and then I had AVS's Video Converter, which I use a lot, and then I had Skype. So the icons you had on your taskbar should come back with the new ones, and then I can show you what to do as far as that goes. The biggest difference is down here. These are, I have Dropbox, which I used, and it's just starting because the whole system is, rechecking the things that I used to automatically update. This is your internet connection. This is your sound volume, and this is notifications. Yep. So in notifications, if you click this, over on the right-hand side of the screen, Action Center pops up. And there's just a ton of stuff going on over there. Right now there's nothing, but that's where a lot of things will come up that you like, updates and stuff like that that you need to be aware of. All right, now that's the end of this particular model of how to install Windows 10. Basically, your desktop should look exactly like it was when you left it. I'm going to make another video at the end of this one, and basically it's going to be, well, what do I do now? I vacuumed the entire house. Gosh, what will I be able to do next? Well, I'll show you. See you.